So my people, what is happening right now in Abuja is serious. The Federal High Court has finally fixed a date for the long-awaited judgment in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. After so many years of court sittings, legal battles and heated arguments, the judge has now made it clear the judgment will be delivered on the 20th of November, and this has created serious tension everywhere. People are talking, people are waiting, and honestly, everyone just wants to know how this will end. If you're watching this video right now, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because what I'm about to tell you will give you a clearer picture of what's going on. And I'll be updating you every single step of the way. So make sure you don't miss out. Now, back to the gist. For those who don't know, Nnamdi Kanu's case didn't start today. This has been going on for several years. He was first arrested around 2015, released on bail, and later left the country. Then in 2021, he was arrested again and brought back to Nigeria from Kenya. And since then, he's been standing trial over allegations related to terrorism and the call for Biafra's independence. That's the background story. But right now, things are heating up again because the court has finally said enough of the waiting, it's time to deliver judgment. What's really causing the tension is that Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team have been saying the court has no proper reason to try him under the current terrorism law. His lawyers have argued that Nigeria doesn't have a valid legal ground to charge him in the way the government is doing. The judge, however, gave him several days to defend himself, but according to reports, Kanu did not open his defense. The court said, "You've had your time," and then decided to fix the judgment date. And that decision right there is what has made everyone start talking again. If you're still watching, kindly hit that like button and subscribe, because this is where you'll get the real breakdown. Not rumors, just real updates and analysis. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. Nnamdi Kanu's case is not just a legal matter, it's a national issue. Detention is not only about one man, it's about what his name represents. For many people in the Southeast, Nnamdi Kanu is seen as a symbol of resistance, someone who speaks for the voiceless. But to others, especially in the government, he's someone who challenged national unity and went beyond the law. That's why this case always draws attention. Anytime his name comes up, emotions rise, people take sides, and the whole country watches. Security agencies are already preparing for what could happen after the judgment. Everyone knows how sensitive this issue is, and nobody wants to see unrest. So right now, the government and traditional leaders in the Southeast are all calling for calm. They are saying, let's wait for the judgment first. No violence, no protest, no fighting. This is a critical time because the last time there was a major decision in Kanu's case, we saw how it affected movement in the Southeast. People stayed indoors, businesses were closed, and the atmosphere was tense. That's why this time, even before the judgment day, you can already feel the pressure building up. People are talking in whispers. Some are afraid of what might happen. Others are hopeful that this might bring some closure. Now, what makes this story even more interesting is that Kanu's lawyers have filed a new motion. They're asking the court to stop the judgment from happening until certain conditions are met. They say he has not been given a fair hearing and that his constitutional rights have been affected. Whether the judge agrees or not is what we're waiting to see. But for now, the judgment date stands. Don't forget, my people, if you're following this gist and you love how we break things down here, kindly like this video and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and also allows us to keep bringing you verified updates. Now let's talk about the public reaction. Across social media, you can see mixed feelings. Some people are saying the court should do what's right and end the matter once and for all. Others are pleading that justice should be tempered with mercy. And of course, there are those who believe that this entire case is political. Some people believe the government just wants to silence Kanu, while others think the law is simply taking its course. Whatever side you are on, the truth is, this is one of the most closely watched trials in Nigeria right now. The big question everyone is asking is, what will the judgment be? Will the court find him guilty? Will they release him? Or will there be another round of appeals and legal drama? Nobody knows yet. And that's why the tension is real. But one thing is sure. Whatever the judgment is, It will have serious effects on the country, politically, socially, and emotionally. Let's think of the possible outcomes. If Kanu is found guilty, there will likely be reactions from his supporters, especially in the southeast. There might be demonstrations, which is why security forces are already preparing. But if the court finds him not guilty or decides to release him, that too will bring another kind of reaction, possibly celebrations, relief, and renewed calls for peace. Either way, the country will feel it. And I just want to say this clearly. No matter what happens, let's all choose peace. It's important that people don't take laws into their own hands. Whatever you do, do it peacefully. Violence never solves anything. We've seen it before. It only makes things worse. So as we approach this Judgment Day, I join the voices of many who are calling for calm. Let the law take its course. And my dear viewers, please, if you're enjoying this gist and want more real-time updates like this video right now, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because we'll be bringing you everything verified, detailed, and clear. Now, beyond the case itself, there's something deeper this story shows us about Nigeria. It's not just about one man in court. It's about trust in the system, trust in justice, in leadership, in equality. Many Nigerians are watching not just to see what happens to Kanu, but to see whether justice in Nigeria truly works for everyone, no matter who they are. That's why people are emotional about it. This judgment, whichever way it goes, will be remembered for a long time. As I speak to you, many analysts are saying that the judiciary must be careful. The court's decision must be seen as fair, and it must be backed by solid legal reasoning. Because if people believe that politics influenced the judgment, it could lead to more division. But if people see that the court followed the law faithfully, even those who may not agree with the verdict will still respect the process. And this is the moment I want to remind everyone again. Kindly like this video, subscribe, and share it. The more people hear clear and balanced information, the better. Let's be responsible in how we discuss these things online. Back to the court. Sources close to the case say that the defense team is planning to file another motion before the 20th, possibly to delay or challenge the court's decision to fix the date. Whether that will succeed or not, we'll know soon. But for now, both sides are preparing for a decisive day. The prosecution is confident that it has proved its case. The defense is standing firm that the charges have no legal base. It's a battle of law, evidence, and patience. In Abuja, security has been quietly stepped up around the court area. Police presence has increased, and checkpoints have been placed along major roads. The reason is simple: to make sure that nothing gets out of hand. It's a preventive move, and honestly, that's the right thing to do. Everyone wants peace. Nobody wants chaos. In the southeast, community leaders and governors are already meeting behind closed doors to plan how to maintain order. They know that whatever happens in court could affect their states. So the message everywhere now is stay calm, stay peaceful. Even Kanu himself, through his lawyers, has been calling for peace and patience. Now let's take a step back for a moment. This case has lasted for years, and many Nigerians are tired. They just want closure. They want the matter settled so the nation can move forward. The economy is struggling, insecurity is high, and people want leaders to focus on development, jobs, and peace, not endless court cases. That's why this judgment could be a turning point. So my people, as we count down to that day, I want you to remember, let's follow updates carefully, but let's also think about how we can be part of peace and unity. Whatever happens in court, life must continue and Nigeria must move forward. And before I pause here, please, if you've been watching till this point, you're a real one. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this gist with someone who needs to understand what's really happening. Now, I've covered a lot already, from the court's decision to fix the judgment date, to the defense arguments, to the public reaction and national tension. But there's still more I can share about how this will likely play out in the coming days, especially the behind-the-scenes talks going on between political actors and security agencies.